So these are some really weird cards, and they're weird because they're stumping me on whether or not to believe that Brian Kohberger did these unalivings on his own or with somebody else, in tandem with somebody else or some other group or organization. The group or organization aspect, potentially yes, but also at the same time, I feel that the split part and the Two of Wands and the Two of Swords could be telling me, no, this was like a dual part of his own personality, to the extent where he may suffer from an acute form of schizophrenia or, split personality disorder, to the extent where he did this on his own. Well, it's telling me fooled people, like to his waking 9-to-5 life. He was a professional, but he hid very dark parts of himself far away, in other cities and areas, and this is potentially not his only crime. Yeah, I do feel like there was another person involved. It was somebody that he tried to maybe convince, that was a friend of his or coworker or somebody online maybe, that he tried to convince to do this with him. And that person may have more information about why, but I think that person is really hard to get to, unfortunately, and there is money connected to that person. So I'm kind of wondering if somebody higher up knew about this, was going to potentially participate, but that never happened. It's for whatever reason, there's a strong potentiality, and this was echoing in my mind from another creator I watch, because I do watch in other creators. This wasn't a tarot reader, this was a crime analysis on the case. There was an echo there that she felt he was a perfect fall guy. I don't think this was completely orchestrated by other people, but I am seeing somebody else behind him that could have compelled him to do this. It's not for monetary gain, but he was pre-selected due to the fact that he is able to keep his composure and not slip and not rat people out. So I am seeing potentially maybe in the future there being an escrow given to his family if he's able to sit quiet, fulfilled to his family, that he's able to sit quiet for a certain amount of years. And he's primarily thinking about his mother. He doesn't want to hurt his mother. He doesn't want to, he really wants to, a huge part of his life story and saga and aims and goals and wishes were to be really successful, to make his mother happy and take care of her. I see her coming up so much more than the dad. It's like the dad's not even present. There's another female. I am seeing that this could be a sister or somebody trying to get in touch with him, but he may not want to speak to her. Regardless, I do really feel there was more of a focus on Ethan and Xana, even though Kaylee was said in the autopsy reports to have been hurt by far the worst out of all of the Moscow roommates. I do feel that there was an equal fixation on Ethan and Xana, and tremendous amount of jealousy towards Ethan, but he wasn't the main focus. And it's mainly, all of this is very personal. Again, the a lot of inadequacies on his part, not being able to let go. He was also fixated on the parties that they had there, and some of the characters in terms of men that were going to the parties. Like, there were people from families that had wealth and were maybe had prestigious last names and things like that. I'm seeing somebody connected to sports that he was maybe jealous of, who maybe got an offer, male, to go into the major league, something, a lot of jealousy around that individual. And believe it or not, I think did that person do something to him, like bully him previously? But I don't know. Okay. I'm seeing something maybe connected to going to school with somebody, a male, when he was in elementary school, Brian Kohberger, and somebody else who went to the Moscow Homes party, the King Road parties. There was something about him not liking this person because they bullied him in the past, or reminded him of a bully that he encountered when he was in elementary school. And that seems like it's it. Brian Kohberger was very socially awkward and potentially has psychopathic propensities. He did a lot to try to make himself socially blend in and appear normal, but he really had said before that he felt like a piece of meat, like he has no feeling whatsoever, I feel. I do remember that he made some sort of statement to a friend regarding just being devoid of feeling, and definitely like picking up on all of those things. It seems like with a lot of these people that participated in the King Road parties, the thing that he resented about all of them most was, including the Moscow roommates, they had a zest and lust for life, and they were popular, and he was tuned out of really being able to feel to a vast extent. So that's, and it's looking like, well, this is a love triangle, and this is having encountered maybe an argument with a couple in public previously, but both parties walked away. I don't know what this could be, if it was cutting somebody off in traffic in the local area, the college area. I'm seeing something like that. I'm seeing something regarding, I do believe he studied to be a priest or religious person at some point in time, and I'm seeing that in the past he potentially stalked a couple, a male and female. So that could also be what that is, Xana and Ethan are alluding to with that one. Anyways, guys, hope this was helpful. Please let me know in the comments what you thought.